Umuachala was a peaceful town where everybody knew everybody. Gossip spread faster than the Hamatan wind, and reputation was everything. In this village lived Chuka, a 24-year-old palm wine tapper known for his calm spirit and gentle behavior. He lived alone with his mother, Mama Ifeoma, after his father's death. The boy worked hard, avoided trouble, and minded his own business. Those who knew him always said, Chuka cannot hurt a fly. But sometimes, trouble seeks the innocent. Unknown to many villagers, there had been a growing tension between Chuka and a wealthier, more influential young man named Obina. Obina was proud, arrogant, and envied Chuka for a quiet reason. Amarachi, the beautiful daughter of a respected elder, chose Chuka over him. Obina's pride could not handle it. He began spreading small rumors. Chuka is too quiet. You can trust quiet people. He moves around at night. His eyes are suspicious. Most ignored it. But on the night disaster struck, Obina used those whispers as fuel. One evening, an elderly man, Okoro, collapsed on a lonely path while returning from a drinking spot. He had suffered long-term health issues, but few knew about it. By morning, his body was found. The village panicked. The elders demanded answers. This was Obina's moment. He stepped forward and said loudly, I saw Chuka quarreling with Okoro yesterday. It was a lie. But Obina told it with such confidence that people began to believe. Others added their own ingredients to the rumor. I saw Chuka walking near the scene. He always looked suspicious. He must have done it. No one asked Chuka a single question. No one checked Okoro's health history. Fear drowned. Chuka was arrested early in the morning while carrying palm wine to the market. He was shocked, confused, and trembling. Me? I harmed Okoro. I was at home. Why would I do such a thing? But the crowd shouted him down. Some mocked him. Some spat at him. Some looked at him with eyes full of betrayal. Mama Ifeoma cried until she fainted. The elders gathered under the big Iroko tree for the village judgment. But instead of an investigation, it became a public performance. Obina repeated his lie. Another man, bribed with money, added false details. Nobody brought evidence. Nobody listened to Chuka's defense. When Chuka tried to speak, an elder shouted, Silence! You have shamed this village. By sundown, the judgment was announced. Chuka would be executed by hanging for a crime he did not commit. The entire village murmured. Some doubted, some believed, but no one fought for him. Not even those he once helped. On the day of the execution, rain clouds gathered over Umuachala. The air was heavy, like nature itself was protesting. Chuka was brought forward with trembling hands. He looked tired, broken but still clear-eyed. Right before his punishment, he said, I'm innocent, and I know you all won't believe me. He cried. Those words echoed across the village. Obina's face went pale for a moment, but he quickly hid it. By evening, the deed was done. Chuka was gone, but his spirit was not resting. A week after his death, strange things started happening. Doors opening by themselves at night, cold breezes sweeping into rooms, whispering voices calling some villagers' names, footprints appearing on dry ground. People grew afraid. Some said it was a sign of guilt. Some said Chuka's last words were haunting the guilty. But the strangest experience came to one person, Neka. Neka, a young woman who had known Chuka since childhood, walked home late from a village meeting. She felt watched, not threatened, just watched. When she reached the Udala tree, she heard a soft voice. Neka, don't fear, please. A cold breeze brushed her cheeks. When she turned, she saw a faint form, a young man's outline glowing dimly in the moonlight. It was Chuka. Neka dropped her lantern and stepped back. Her heart pounded, but his voice was so sad, so broken, she didn't run. I was innocent, he whispered. Help me. They lied. I cannot rest. Neka covered her mouth, struggling not to scream. Chuka, what happened? And then he told her everything. How Obinna framed him, how he never touched Okoro, how he was executed without proof, how he could not cross into peace. He said,